So Cusco is very high. It's just under 10,000 feet above sea level. Most missionaries, no matter where they're from, spend about the first week or two climatizing, getting used to living at that height. So, I mean, the first week I had trouble breathing. I mean, even just walking down the street, you get tired. And Cusco is really bad because it's all hills. So, sure, there's flat parts, but most of the people, their houses, are in the hills. So if you have to go to an appointment, you go up the hill. And your first week or so there, it's rough. And I remember sleeping at night was hard. Just there would be like pain in your chest, and you'd have to like breathe really shallowly just because there's no air. You breathe quick and fast. Anyway, aside from that, there is a story that I like to tell from my first week. I was with my companion, my only gringo companion, in my whole mission, and we were just knocking doors in our area, and a man answered the door. We talked to him for a bit, and then he let us in. And in Peru and lots of South American countries, you go in through like a main door, and there's like a courtyard area, and then there's like 10 houses behind, or something like that. And so he brought us back into the courtyard area. We sat and taught him a lesson for a bit, and then he's like, hey, well, we can go to where I live. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. But we went in there and ended up being like this really small room, maybe like 5 feet by 10 feet. Basically, he had his bed and a few other things. And the thing that, of course, stood out was a wheelbarrow full of lamb's heads. And then we had our seats, and I think he was sitting on the bed or something, but you couldn't not just stare at this wheelbarrow full of lamb's head. And of course we were like, what is going on here? Anyway, so he explained that that was his job. Like, he sold lamb's heads to people, and they'd buy them, and I did have lamb head soup later, not then, but later. So it's quite a delicacy here. So it's a good mission experience for your first week.